Chapter 2. The Abandoned Church Steps. Theme. Why doesn't the church care about the oppressed? Unbeliever. Deshaun, a streetwise community activist with a painful past and a fire for justice. Setting. The crumbling steps of an old inner-city church. The church building loomed, its stained glass windows long shattered, the bell tower quiet as dust. Grass pushed up through cracks in the concrete. On the front steps, a mural of a kneeling black man in a crown of thorns was half faded, tagged with words both angry and grieving. Deshaun sat there, hoodie up, hands tucked into his jacket, watching the city move around him. A worn megaphone rested beside his backpack. Daniel approached quietly, a bag of takeout in one hand, Bible in the other. "You came," Deshaun said without looking up. "You invited me," Daniel replied. "I brought food. You said you didn't have time for a sermon, but you might have time for dinner." Deshaun cracked a grin. "Smart move, preacher man." They sat side by side, eating from paper trays. A few beats passed before Deshaun spoke again. "You ever notice how churches always pop up on the corners of hurting neighborhoods, but disappear when the people actually start hurting?" Daniel nodded. "I've noticed. And I've grieved it." Deshaun's eyes narrowed. "Then tell me this. Where was your God when they choked the life out of my cousin 2 blocks from here? Where was the church when our block lost all its funding and the schools fell apart? I don't remember any stained glass helping us then." Daniel set down his food, his voice soft. "I'm sorry." "I don't need sorry," Deshaun said sharply. "I need answers." "I know," Daniel said. "And you deserve better than silence." He pulled out his Bible and opened to Isaiah chapter 1 verse 17. "Learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, bring justice to the fatherless, plead the widow's cause." Then to Micah chapter 6 verse 8. "What does the Lord require of you? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." Deshaun looked at him sideways. "That's in the Bible." "All of it," Daniel said. "And a lot more. God doesn't ignore injustice. He burns with it. The prophets cried out against corrupt systems. Jesus flipped tables when people used religion to exploit the poor. And James chapter 1 verse 27 says that pure religion is caring for widows and orphans, not putting on a Sunday show. Then why do so many Christians act like justice is a distraction?" Deshaun asked. "Because they've confused comfort with faith," Daniel replied. "But the real Jesus walked into broken neighborhoods. He touched lepers, listened to the oppressed, stood between a woman and her accusers." Deshaun blinked. "You're saying Jesus would have marched with me?" "I'm saying he already stood with the hurting. On a cross," Daniel said. "And he rose again to break the power of sin and restore what's been stolen. That includes justice." Deshaun looked out across the street. "I want to believe that. But it's hard when the people who claim his name won't stand where he stood." Daniel nodded. "Then maybe you're not far from him. Maybe you're seeing what he sees, and he's inviting you to walk with him in it." They sat in silence, watching a group of kids ride bikes past the corner. Then Daniel added, "What if the church isn't just a building with stained glass, but a people who are willing to get their hands dirty for the kingdom?" Deshaun exhaled slowly. "I could maybe believe in that kind of church." Daniel smiled. "Then maybe it starts right here. With us.